Well, today we are still under that topic of black tax, and today I want us to look at uh, these two things: financing a family member as a way of enabling them versus paying for consumption. Let's start with paying for consumption because it's the most common in our society. So, when we talk about paying for consumption, you mostly look at financing the person's needs or wants. And this might include paying rent for that person on a monthly basis. It might include financing their utilities. It might include sending money for food for a relative, or it might also include financing emergency bailout. And this is common with the relatives that are multiple borrowers. They call you instant. It's an emergency. It's needed. If you don't help me, I'm going to like die in the next minute. So if you're facilitating any of those, you're actually paying for consumption reasons. And this would be okay. It is okay because sometimes needs or wants are urgent and they need to be facilitated. But what this rather does is that it creates a recurring dependence spirit in that person who is receiving. It becomes like an entitlement on the person of the person or on the side of the person who's receiving rather than a gift. It also does not increase their capacity to earn more, so that maybe you're paying rent for 2 months, but you're helping them get better so that in the next other months they're going to pay for themselves. But also, it increases pressure on the high income earning relative because those needs mostly end up going on the person in the family who earns bigger than the others. And then before you know it, it becomes like an informal welfare system for the whole family on that person's side. So, if we talk about enabling, paying, financing for enabling reasons, we mean that you're facilitating the ability of a person to earn more in the near future so that they are able to sustain their own life without depending on you. And this might include things like paying for a vocational training or school fees, uh, buying a work tool for that person, for example, a smartphone, because currently a smartphone has become a work tool, uh, giving them a startup capital for that business, or helping them expand their business, mentoring and networking support. So if you're doing any of these, you pay for mentorship for a person, you also are increasing their capacity. So any of these are to help the person's ability of earning in the near future to be boosted. So this might also not be an end of time solution because you might pay for tuition for a relative and they don't graduate. You might buy that work tool and they don't actually use it. But at least the intention in the beginning was to enable them, not for consumption reasons. So how you determine that is you look at the outcome. If it's for consumption reasons, it always comes along with a short-term relief. And if it's for enabling reasons, it always comes out with a long-term capacity building on the side of the receiver. So let's always look at those two so that we don't keep paying for consumption reasons, because you see the money that is consumed rarely comes back. But the money that is invested for the enabling reasons, at least in the near future, it might actually be a relief for you. Stay tuned.